That's all right. I was slow. I thought I was going to take his mic, but then he gave me this mic. So I got to unwind it and everything. So yeah, comedy isn't easy. It's a little harder when you're trying to be clean, but there's kids in the audience, so I'm going to try to. I'll say this off the bat. If I do make any dirty references, they're going to go over your kid's head. If they don't, it's your fault. So keep your kids off the internet. I noticed about this place, it's kind of funny. It reminds me of my first girlfriend I had, because she was Catholic, and I noticed you can only enter through the back over there. See? Perfect example. They don't know any idea what I was talking about, but you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So I noticed something recently. This girl, I see people in Giants uniforms all the time, jerseys and things. It's not uncommon, but for the first time the other day, I saw a girl in a Giants uniform, and she had rather large breasts, and it struck me how inappropriate it is to write the word Giants across your boobs. I'm like, okay, they're big, but you don't have to flaunt it. I guess it's better than putting A's. Thank you. That deserved that. Anybody here on accidents? Unplanned babies? A couple of you? You know about it? Right on. I like that distinction between planned and unplanned babies, because it really means nothing after you're like 18, but I think it would be pretty funny if we did discriminate against people based on whether they were planned or unplanned, like we do with race and sex and like, oh, you know Mike? He's unplanned. Really? Yeah, that's why he's always showing up uninvited to parties and, you know, those unplanned babies. Are you sure? Yeah, dude. Kicked him down a flight of stairs. Totally fine. Unabortable, this guy, I swear. All right, that's a little rough. I'm sorry. Watch, hand me that wire coat hanger. He dodged it, see? Can't get him. All right, that joke's done. All right, so I've got mixed feelings about sarcasm, because sarcasm can lead to a lot of good comedy, but it also kind of ruins cultures and societies. Like, it's really hard to be polite these days. Sometimes I can't even tell if people are being sarcastic. Like, I've got a buddy who does it so much where it's like, is he being sincere or is he just being a dick? Like, the other day, we were in the car and he gave me a compliment. And I'm like, okay, but are you just being a dick, or do I really sound just like Lady Gaga? Because this is important to me. You know? No, but that's the thing. People are so rude these days that, like, even if you try to use, I don't know if you've done this, if you try to use the phrase "excuse me" with any volume, people take it as "excuse me," like really like pissed off, excuse me. So like, I push a broom in a warehouse for 8 hours a day to make a living, and I have to go around people a lot. So now it's to the point where I have to like whisper "excuse me" like I'm some sort of like house elf, or add like 10 sorries in there like I'm some foreigner who thinks he's gonna get deported by anybody. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. I have to just like, you know what I mean? Okay, that joke's not as good as I thought it was. So, I like wordplay. I'm trying to be a comedian, obviously. I was a big fan of Dr. Seuss when I was a kid, and whenever I would mess with words as a kid, my mom would take that as a reason to tell me that I'm going to be a lawyer. And like, you love to play with words, you're such a lawyer. And I'm pretty sure that wordplay is more conducive to comedy writing than it is to law. I think she just wanted me to be a lawyer. So like, anytime she could misinterpret anything as me being a lawyer, she would, you know? She'd be like, anytime we'd get an argument, oh, you love to argue, you little lawyer. I'm like, I'm not a lawyer, all right? But I notice a lot of women do this, and some people take it really far. Like, you can go up, you can't really take a mom's word about her kid, you know, because you could go up to a mom and be like, oh, so what's Steven doing? You're like, oh, well, he's wants to be a chef, so he's got that going. Oh yeah, where's he cooking? Mostly meth in the garage right now, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? He'll figure it out. Oh yeah, what's Luke doing? Oh well, he wants to be a proctologist. Oh yeah, where's he studying? Mostly just a lot of porn, and but you know, they say porn, then off to Johns Hopkins. That's the road. What about Jeremy? What he's doing? All right, I'm thinking about examples. No, one more example. What's Jeremy doing? Oh, he's gonna be a cop. Oh yeah? Where's he doing that? Oh no, he's not. He just likes to beat minorities. All right, you guys get the point. That joke's been over for a minute. I'm sorry. So what else do I want to talk about? I think I just got the light, so I'll do one more joke for you guys, and then we got to get somebody else up here. This is one of my favorite true stories about my life that ended up being a comedy routine on accident, but it's kind of sexual. I'm going to do it as PG as possible. I was with a girl at my house, and she was facing that way. I was also facing that way, and I was behind her. We didn't have clothes on. Fill the rest in with your mind. All right. So I was getting ready to start, if you know what I mean, and my wits came back to me, and I said, "Hey, wait. You're on birth control, right?" And she said, "No, why?" And I whipped out real quick. And she said, "Why'd you pull your finger away?" And I said, "Oh, come on. That's just rude. Are you saying I have huge fingers? Because otherwise this is over." And it was over. So was my set. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it.
All right. Connor Martin, everybody. Connor Martin, man. Give him another round of applause. Connor Martin.